Imagine a runner who couldn't even finish a mile without gasping for air. That runner was Maya, a high school athlete overlooked by every coach, dismissed by teammates, and doubted by herself. Her legs were weak, her form awkward, and her speed last in every race. But what if I told you Maya didn't just finish last, she won the championship against all odds? Here's how. Maya's biggest obstacle wasn't just her physical limits, it was the weight of invisibility and self-doubt. Every practice felt like a mountain, every race a battle with her own mind, telling her she wasn't enough. Instead of quitting, she did something unexpected. She studied her failures like a scientist. She recorded her runs, analyzed each stride, and noticed tiny flaws, a slight imbalance in her posture, a shallow breath pattern, a hesitation at the start. Instead of blindly training harder, Maya designed micro-goals for herself. One week, she focused solely on breathing techniques, learning to inhale deeply and exhale fully, turning breath into fuel. The next, she practiced explosive starts, breaking her habit of hesitation. She sought advice from a physical therapist about her form, discovering that strengthening her core could transform her running efficiency. Her training wasn't glamorous. It was 5 a.m., runs in biting cold, slow-motion drills in an empty gym, and quiet hours visualizing every detail of the race, how the track felt beneath her spikes, the rhythm of her heartbeat, the surge of adrenaline at the finish line. She crafted a mental map of success, brick by brick. The turning point came not in a race, but in a moment of vulnerability. After a grueling workout, Maya sat trembling, ready to give up. But instead of silence, she reached for a notebook and wrote, "I am exactly where I need to be. Progress is invisible, but it is real." This wasn't a motivational line. It was a commitment to herself to trust the process. Race day arrived. Maya stood at the start line, heart pounding, eyes scanning competitors who had always outrun her. The gun fired. Instead of trying to keep up, she ran her own race, measured strides, steady breathing, focused mind. Halfway through, fatigue clawed at her muscles, but she recalled those micro-goals, the countless mornings she'd conquered doubt. Her pace didn't just hold, it accelerated. In the final stretch, the crowd's roar blurred into silence. Maya's world narrowed to the track beneath her feet and the finish line ahead. She crossed first, not because she was the fastest overnight, but because she'd redefined what winning meant, mastering herself. Maya's journey teaches us that success isn't a sudden leap, it's a mosaic of tiny, intentional changes. When you face obstacles, don't just push harder. Analyze, adjust, and commit to small, specific improvements. Celebrate invisible progress, and remember that resilience is built in moments of quiet persistence. So next time you feel outmatched or overshadowed, think of Maya. Break your goals into bite-sized pieces, learn from your setbacks, and trust your unique path. Victory isn't just about crossing the finish line first, it's about running your race, in your way, every single day. But let's dive deeper into Maya's story, because her transformation was not just physical, it was deeply mental and emotional. In those early days, the isolation she felt was profound. At meets, while others chatted and celebrated, Maya often sat alone, digesting her disappointments. She questioned if she even belonged in the sport. The whispers of doubt were loudest when she looked in the mirror, seeing a reflection that didn't match her dreams. What changed? It wasn't a sudden burst of talent or an overnight miracle. It was the decision to embrace vulnerability and curiosity. Maya began journaling not only her training stats, but also her thoughts, fears, and small victories. Writing became a mirror to her soul, helping her confront the internal battles as much as the external ones. She learned that failure was not a dead end, but a data point, a clue for improvement. This mindset shift was radical. Instead of dreading races, she approached them as experiments. What worked? What didn't? How did she feel physically and emotionally? With each run, she gathered insights, adjusting her approach with scientific precision and compassionate patience. Maya also cultivated a support network, which was crucial. She found a mentor in her physical therapist who taught her about biomechanics and injury prevention. A teammate, once indifferent, became a training partner, pushing her gently but firmly. Even her family, witnessing her relentless dedication, rallied around her with encouragement and understanding. Her days became a delicate balance of discipline and self-care. She learned to listen to her body, to recognize when to push and when to rest. Nutrition became part of her regimen, fueling her runs and recovery. Meditation and mindfulness entered her routine, calming the storm of anxiety before competitions. As months passed, Maya began noticing subtle changes. Her legs felt stronger, her stride smoother, her lungs fuller. But more importantly, her confidence grew. She was no longer running from failure, but running toward growth. Each improvement, no matter how small, was a testament to her resilience. On race day, all these elements converged. The nervous energy was still there, but it was accompanied by a quiet assurance. Maya knew her plan, trusted her body, and embraced the unknown with courage. The race unfolded like a story she had rehearsed countless times in her mind. Crossing the finish line first was a triumph of spirit as much as speed. It was a celebration of every cold morning run, every moment of doubt faced head-on, every breath controlled and purposeful. Maya had rewritten her narrative, not as a runner who couldn't finish a mile, but as a champion who mastered the art of persistence. Her story doesn't end here. It's a continuing journey of growth and learning. Maya now mentors younger athletes, sharing her experience and the wisdom that success is built on incremental progress and self-belief. She advocates for mental health in sports, emphasizing that the inner game is as crucial as the physical. So remember, Maya, when you face your own hurdles. Success is rarely a straight line. It's a winding path filled with setbacks and breakthroughs. By breaking your goals into manageable steps, seeking knowledge, and nurturing your mental strength, you can overcome barriers that seem insurmountable. Every stride you take, every lesson you learn, every moment you choose to keep going adds to your mosaic of success. Run your race with intention, courage, and heart. Like Maya, you might just surprise yourself with what you can achieve.